Everybody, it's Monday, May 18th. Welcome to pre-market update. And all the futures are down, all the tech stocks, and actually all the indices, including Bitcoin, are down heavily this morning, mainly due to downgrade from Moody. This is a US rating organization. This Moody's, they downgraded. US, I think there's some rating they downgraded, and you can see it downgraded from AAA to, I think, AA1. So this is just market movers just playing games. And this happened after market closed on Friday. Market closed green, and eventually they had nothing. They wanted to come up with an excuse to start making a dip because market was just going straight up, and eventually they got a dip now, right? Okay, so where we are, what are the levels, where can we buy? And if you missed this pump, what are the levels where you can buy this pump? We will review it today. Please hit the like button, guys. Only takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. And you can see just where the zones are. You can see Nasdaq right now. It's near 21,131. This is the zone you want to be buying. You don't want to be shorting here. You want to be buying here for a pump. This is only for day trading, guys. Green lines are where you buy. Red lines are where you sell. S&P 500 is little higher now. Look to buy below 58.90. Dow Jones is green, mainly due to UNH. We will review it, and it's near neutral zone. And then Russell is also near buy zone. Bitcoin, you can see here, already in the buy zone here, near 102.5. 102,600 here actually. So this is the area you can see massive pump and then massive dump. And because as soon as market open, US futures open Sunday night, they also were red, so Bitcoin also went red. So this is the area where you want to be looking to buy. Ethereum also same thing, similar story. Buy below 2381. This is the area where it should be consolidating and looking for a pump. VIX, you can see up 12%, 12.99%. Let me show you on a daily chart. If you watch my video on Friday, I was telling you I was concerned on VIX because VIX was giving me 7-8 counts buy signal, and usually it's a pretty good signal. Whenever it gives that, it pumps. You can see 789 here, it pumps, and you can see 7 counts here, it pumped 7-8, and it pumps. So we could be getting ready for a massive pump. Could be filling gap at 21, 30.35, 34, and 37. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then we will go back again to like these 14 levels. So in terms of buy and sell, this is live market MES getting a 7 count sell signal right now on a daily chart, and could be coming up for a dip. Okay, could be coming up for a dip which you want to be buying. And if you want to really look at the levels, let's spend some time on this chart. If you really want to see the levels here, let's start some boxes here. Okay, so you can see we made a new low here, and this whole box here, this is a box of support, first box, right? If it comes so way down, and then this is some resistance overhead as well. This whole area is some resistance area, okay, where it came and then went back. And then in the middle is somewhere here is another box. Okay, you can see this whole area. So we draw these 3 boxes. We can forget about this bottom box for now. Okay, we could be coming somewhere here, and that's where exactly this gap fill is 56.86. This is where the futures were before. Like they gap up. Let me make it box little down. You can see if I zoom in a bit, you can see futures, this thing on a daily chart gap up, and this is a big gap. So I would be expecting, probably it's quite possible that we could get from where we closed, if I take where we closed on Friday, last Friday, to that bottom gap, we're around, let's say around 4.8 to 5% away. All right, so that could be a healthy correction, and we could be below this blue line, which is 200 SMA, and then bulls will be thinking, oh, now this is a bear trap, sorry, bull trap, and but doesn't look like a bull trap. Okay, we really made a higher high, higher lows, making nice higher highs, higher lows. So we could afford to take this full fill of this gap and then still keep going higher. And on SPX, you can see this is a gap on the top as well, around 61.31. That's where I think we will go. So most likely, what they're trying to do here, let me get the right tool. If I want to draw a path from where here they're going to fill this gap, maybe coming here or come here, and then keep going higher. All right, so that's what I think will happen. And this is the area you should be looking to buy. If you did not buy before, this is where you should be buying. From top to bottom, again, let's see top to bottom here, again around 4.8, 4.9%. All right, this is what I'm expecting on S&P 500. Nasdaq, same story here. If they come back to fill this gap, actually this top gap is already filled. So from where we closed yesterday to 6%, 6.3% away. You can see QQQ already filled that gap. Well, not filled, but very close to filling that gap. So probably going to fill that gap. We'll see, and then we'll go down, in my opinion. Dow Jones, that gap is here around 412, 413. IWM, that gap is here around 200.98. Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin tried to break out yesterday, gave everything back in. And this still could be consolidation, or they could still do something like this. If I want to draw a trend line, you can see something like this. You can see. And it could be backtest of a breakout, to be honest. If I go to 4 hours chart, you can see what's going on here. And if you want to draw something, not a clean trend line here, all right? It's not a clean trend line. Something like this. But again, this 4 hours chart is showing like we're breaking down right now, so which is not good news. So anyhow, we'll delete that. So probably we'll come back to this bottom support then. If I draw a box here, you can see this whole box here. This is where we are coming. You can see multiple wicks here. So we are just consolidating. And as long as we are above that box, we are still looking for a flag to go higher. Worst case, we could come back, and I will show you BTC futures. They have some cap. Worst case, we are coming back to fill that gap at 97,190 and then 91,931. So from where we are right now, first gap is around 5.51%, second gap is around 11% away. So keep that in mind. Keep these two gaps in mind. Ethereum, well, if Bitcoin is going to dump 5 or 6%, trust me, Ethereum can really give back. Well, it looks really scary. 28% could come back to 1700. Keep that in mind. There's a gap which is still not filled. So have your ears and eyes open on this. NVIDIA. All right. So NVIDIA have earnings. So NVIDIA could be holding the market until earnings. So that's the only, I would say only caveat with NVIDIA is it could recover very fast. And there are so many deals happening on NVIDIA. I'm like really bullish on NVIDIA. I sold on last Friday my 3x leverage ETFs FNGV and bought NVIDIA because I'm so bullish on NVIDIA. I think it's going to new all-time high. I see in the news so many countries are like unbelievable news are happening. Like a lot of companies and countries are signing up with NVIDIA. You can go and check news. So I'm really bullish on NVIDIA. Now earnings are coming, and you can see on weekly chart. You can see here recovered everything. Now previous all-time high is 150, 154. So that's what I think at minimum it could go there before earnings. So from where it closed, it could go easily to like 12, 13% before earnings. So let's wait and watch what happens. But I think it's gonna this stock is not gonna let market dump much, especially until May 28th, which is not this Wednesday, which is next Wednesday. Keep an eye on it. Tesla is down 3.7%. It was up straight up. So from gap perspective, there's a big gap here around 3 or 3.38. Also on NVDA. So I want to say there's a gap here around 130.3. So it just went straight up. It could afford to fill this gap. All right. So just what I wanted to say. So they could fill this gap and then go higher. That's quite normal. And then even if they consolidate here for a bit, that will give time to these moving averages to go higher, and that will then act as a support for any future dumps. Okay, now back to Tesla. That its gap is around 298.3. So that could be a massive dump from Friday to there is about 14%, but that could happen. You can see big, huge gap here. Apple, okay, down 1.6%. Huge gap here. Gonna be filled around 198.52. They could fill that. Netflix, I don't think, well, this gap, this is just little down here, but this gap here is not gonna fill at 995 sooner. Meta, Facebook is down, looking for this gap fill around 595. Google is down, could come all the way down to 155. We'll wait and watch. Amazon already in the gap fill, which is going to be filled around 193. Microsoft, huge earnings gap, not going to get filled. Best case, it could fill 439, then still keep going higher. CrowdStrike is also a little lower. ServiceNow, you can see the gaps. You can take a screenshot. AVGO is also interesting. This gap of 222.24. Actually, I'm going to delete that. Looks like they're already opening on that gap. China could be coming to fill this gap around 222.787. So had a nice bump and then coming back here. In terms of China, Alibaba, there's some news. I think. Let's see. Earnings were not that great, and it's down 2% pre-market. So could be coming back to fill some of these gaps. Bond market is making a new low. Could be coming back to this previous low around 110. So that's concerning because US bond traders might not be happy, but it's coming near nice support here. So this is the area for weekly perspective. So I'll be looking to buy here, and I know US president keeps an eye on bond market a lot. TLT also near new lows with multiple gaps to fill to the top. Commodities, oil try to break this resistance, not able to do that. Again, sell off a couple of days ago. So just holding here for now. Natural gas going lower, coming near 200 moving averages, some support here. Gold going higher, holding support around these blue, red and yellow lines, and maybe going for this gap fill around 33,364. Who knows? Fill this gap and then maybe come back later. This is lower high, lower lows, change in trend. Silver gonna follow gold, copper gonna follow gold. So nothing much here. Sugar is in a nice long-term buy zone here. Wheat trying to recover this broken trend line. Let's see if it can recover. Corn is also near 200 SMA. Dollar in support area, right? Green is support area. So dollar is weak. That's why gold is going higher, but dollar can bounce from here next coming days and gold can sell off. So keep that in mind. I already covered tech stocks. All tech stocks are going on a gap down, so nothing interesting here. So I'm gonna skip that. MicroStrategy is looking nice. Buy the dip. Could be coming to fill this gap around 387. Look to buy that. UNH is a 4% daily chart. There was a news where CEO, CFO bought a lot, and this gap is already filled. So you can see this gap. They're now filling this gap already, and the gap down, opening on a gap up. So let's see what they do. It's basically trying to make a bottom here. If they make a new low, there will be divergence, and I'll be looking to buy. But until then, I don't know. I'm not too interested. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, guys, that's about it. CNQ, oil miner, coming for this gap fill as well around 30.57. So looks like indices are getting ready for a pullback. could be very nice pullback to buy the dip before we make a new all-time high. So keep that in mind. Don't miss this opportunity. Again, guys, if there are any particular stocks you want me to review, put a comment in the description. And if you want to know about these levels, you can see it's already bouncing right now. You can see Nasdaq already bouncing from the buy zone. If you if you want to know more about these, click the join button in the description of this video on the bottom left. Join my channel, and then there's a Discord link. It's a chat, a group chat. Click on it, join there for free, and let me know your user ID. If you join my membership, I'll move you to members only section where I share stocks I buy. I bought NVDA. I shared with my subscribers. I sold FNGB. I shared that. And whatever else I'm buying. Levels, if you want to know any stocks particular levels, I share that as well. You can see Tesla right now here and came to the buy zone, very close to buy zone. You know where to buy, where to sell these. All right, take care.